Hi, how's it? In the name of Christ, how you doing? It's your girl Cranky. I hope you're Karabo. I hope you're good. I hope you're peachy. I hope you're stellar, and I hope you're in a neat little bunch. What's up? Okay, righto. So today is the 7th of January 2024, and it's an okay day. Emotionally, I'm just like whatever, but we'll deal. Okay, righto. So yeah, let me just put some caveats out there. My captions are not always accurate, so look out for that. They sometimes misspelled, or not really the word, or they are irreverent in the sense that they use a small g for God, but I don't have anybody to edit them. Neither do I have time to edit them myself. I like them, however, so they stay there. That's what's good. Number 2, instead of me saying I'm wearing app makeup, I'm actually going to put on app makeup. I'm so intrigued by this. So let's just get straight into it right now. Before we get deeper into matters, let's just get straight into it. Okay. I'm using an app here to record with, and it applies makeup. So let's choose makeup. First of all, my face. Let's choose a foundation. Why am I doing this? Because that's exactly what Jesus Christ does with us when we get born again. He does a whole makeover. And if you have not had a makeover, you're not born again. If you've not had a makeover, you're not born again. Before we put the makeup on, let's just say, put out there that I'm wearing, what is this? I've got this white cast sunscreen that makes my brows gray. So if that's a whole thing, understand it's sunscreen, and it also sort of kind of shines off. But I found a way around the white cast sunscreen, I would imagine, with this app, and that I will find one. I'm just use a dark foundation, the darkest one, and it might just hide that situation, but we're not really sure. Any other things that I want to put out there? Whatever, nothing. Let's go back to the discussion, because we're putting makeup on, y'all. Meaning that I'm probably not going to be using makeup on CapCut, but I'm using this application, so yeah. Whoops. I don't have decorum. It's the apocalypse. Ain't nobody got time for that. Oh yeah. And my hair is still frantically dirty. I finished too late these recordings because I'm literally in chill holiday mode, and that should stop. As soon as I snap out of this mode, I will finish my days earlier. If anything, today I made a decision to record slightly earlier. It's only 19:12. Other days I rock up here at not midnight, sorry, but 2100 hours, at 9 p.m. So I'll probably wash my hair today. Not that I owe anybody. Oh, and I did a jewelry haul on my ear. Are you digging? Are you digging? Are you digging? Are you digging? I realized that since I don't take any of my jewelry out, some of it had gone rusted because it's not the real deal. It's from Lovisa. Some stuff from Lovisa does not change color. Others it does. That changed color. So I changed out to stuff that highly unlikely will change color, because I shower in this, I wash my ears in this, and all that jazz. So look at that. Isn't it cute? Check out my tragus, you guys. Look at that little helix, my babeza, or lobe, lower lobe. Whatever. Yeah, it's so cute. I'm digging it. It's just so cute. It's adorbs, you guys. It's adorbs. Look at it. It's beautiful. I did a little bit of a flat back there because I think it's cute. Look at how it's glistening from that distance. Lovely. My industrial is still there. It's a cross. Amen. It's gonna stay, but I changed that one out as well because the jewelry imerusa, and it's just not okay. It changed color. Not okay. So now we have a stud that's likely gonna shine for ever and ever, and that's always been there. That's what's good. Yeah, this side is the same. Nothing changed. It's just there. Check it. Yeah, love my ear jewelry, and I did it all by myself. Amen. That's what happens when you're super bored. Okay, cool. Wow, it's hot. Watch this. It's hot, but really, instead of this app applies makeup. It's called UCam makeup, but unfortunately, sometimes it falls off, just like all other app makeup. They fall off, but some more than others, and this one quite a lot, but I just want to put it on for the sake of these analogies. And going forward in the future, I might just actually apply makeup here so I don't have to apply it on CapCut, so as to make my process of exporting my content a lot faster. Anyway, whatever, moving on. Gashisa, yes, why? And I can't switch on a fan. So now we're inside. What's the first little one over here? Foundation. And we're gonna go for the darkest one, because I'm a black girl. Otherwise, we don't want to look like that, do we? No. Now that's a white cast sunscreen. That's what white cast sunscreen looks like when you don't blend it. So I'm really good at blending my sunscreen, even though it still leaves me with a white cast. Yeah, let's just put that out there. But anyway, I'm not going to choose a white girl foundation. So I'm going to go to the very darkest one that I can find over here. And that's what we have. Karabo. Okay, wait, this is what I look like originally. Okay. Original. And shades of brown. There's that. Okay, there's that. There's that. And then there's that. That's the darkest brown. Do you think it's don't you think it hit that? Like it got rid of that like entirely. Yeah. Do you think that's too brown? Do you think that's too brown? Do you think that's too like dark? Should I go down a shade? Or what about that? Or what about that? Does that one look okay? Let's do a comparison. There's the one that I just came from, and then this one. This one, what looks more like me? Let's see. That one looks more like me. Yeah, okay, cool. So we'll stick with this one. It's not the darker shade, but it is a black girl shade. So that's what the foundation looks like. The hair is just gonna stay like that, please. Because we have a new phone, I can afford to do this without it glitching and twitching and pulling stands. Okay, now blush. We could make our own blush. Ding, did I remember? I was like, I'm only human. Just like, I'm only human. After all, I'm only human. After all, I'm only human. After all, so don't give me grief. Evidence of the fact that I'm human is the fact that my cheeks, like I've got blood in my body, it's clear, because like I can create a man-made blush. We could do that. We could just like have a man-made blush, our own version, or just like not insist and just use application blush. So currently there's no blush other than me pinching myself, and it's already starting to disappear. So let's go in with the pink. How's that? Like, I think I like that already. I've chosen it. We're sticking to it. Like, we're sticking to it. There's no need to do more. Like, proper. It's just the right shade of blush. If I were to go extreme, that's what it looks like, and I look really weird, like a little clown. Right now, so let's just go down to like, yeah, I think that's cute. I think that's alright. We chose that one. How do we like that or that? Like, I proper can't see the difference. Anyway, what I was choosing from there, let me just reduce it a little bit, was where it is that the blush is situated. Let me look at orange. Orange is coolish, but it's like, so let's reduce its concentration. The orange is also kosher. I like it. But let's just be typical for today and do pink. No, I don't actually. I liked the orange. Okay, we're sticking with the orange blush. That's what's good. Move out the way. Lip color. Okay, these lip colors, I'm not really a big fan because they kind of like, you know, when you pout your lip, when you pucker your lips, it just kind of sticks around. But if you do it at a very low concentration, nothing much. Okay, so we'll go sheer and reduce the hecticness, so as to make it look like this is what I'm doing in these streets. Reduce hecticness a little bit more. So I'm always gonna look shiny. That's what's good. I'm already starting to look mad. I'm already starting to look silly. So let's go back to the blush. That's what we did with the lipstick. That's a peachy color. Do you like the peachy? That's sheer. What about matte? That's a matte color. I'm looking kind of crazy already. Okay. Do I want matte or sheer? No, I want sheer. I want sheer. But then I'm gonna go back to the blush and like revert back to pink, so I don't look like a crazy woman. There we go. We've got pink. If you can see it, like, yeah, we've got pink. Like, we're gonna keep the pink. Alrighty, so we just did blush, we just did lip color, and we're sticking with this sheer little thingy, such that if my lips go dry, you ain't gonna see it. Alrighty, eyeliner. I don't like to add eyeliner first, but let's just add it since it's the next one in line. Okay, because it looks mad, it looks crazy. Oh, I think that looks cute. We're just gonna stick with that. We're gonna stick with that. We chose it as the number 3, and we're just gonna run with it because it looks cool. It doesn't look crazy, so let's just stick with that. Okay, and then eyelashes. Shall we get into experimentation mode? This is eyelash boss number 1. Look cute, isn't it? I'm already looking so cute. Look at that. Boss number 2. Barely see any difference. Boss number 3. Boss number 4. Boss number 5. Boss number 6. Number 7. Boss number 8. Number 9. 10. Boss. 11. Boss. Look at 11. Like, I wanted to get to the uppermost. 11 is just like, I could totally give you I could fan your face by just batting my eyelashes, and I like that. Boss number 12, it's also like a little bit of a face fan. And boss number 13 is also a face fan. We want a face fan, but maybe not 13. 13 is too face fanny. So it's between 11 and 12. And that's 12. And yeah, we're sticking with 11. So those are the eyelashes. My choice, I get to keep them. Coming a little bit more juicy up close. Yes, that's what they look like. I mean, carve that. It's just so cute, you guys. Alrighty, cool beans and bananas. This is literally what Jesus Christ does when he saves all of y'all. Yeah, gives you a whole makeover without the hair, because we are not doing anything to the hair unless we rock a wig, which we ain't, right? Okay, cool. Eyeshadow, but the Lord also does hair. I'm just saying. We are in eyelashes now. Now let's go to eyeshadow. Eyeshadow is quite tricky, but I think eyeshadow works really wonderfully with whatever outfit you're wearing. So I've got like a little bit of an olive green circumstance here on the top. So let's choose an olive green circumstance. Something olive greeny, like olive greeny. There we go. Can you see it? Okay, I have clicked on olive greeny. You probably can't see it, so let's choose where it is that we apply the shadow. I'm closing my eyes now so you can see it. Move number 2. Oh, that's looking kind of cute. Number 3. Okay, whatever. Number 4. Number 5. Number 5. Mambo number 5. Number 6. Number 7. Alrighty, look, out of all of these, like, which ones worked? I don't know. I'm all torn. What about 3? That's 3. Mambo number 5, or number 3. Number 3. Okay, number 3. That's number 3 that you're looking at over there. No, it's actually number 5, not 3. That's number 1. That's 2, 3 shows, but like it hides some stuff that I'm not happy that it's hiding. 4, and then 5. 6, 5. We'll stick with 5. How's it looking so far? Am I looking crazy, like out of this world ridic? I don't want to look ridiculous. Oh, no. Blue, we're not going for that 80s look. How do I dig? But then, if no, I can't just roll with that. It's too much. But like, it matches. I feel like too much, especially considering I got Kira wig. No, we don't like too much in life. Let's go back to that olive palette. Yeah, like just darken it a little bit, like keep things basic. Alright, that's the eyeshadow. Let's go back to lipstick, lip color. Let's see if there are lip colors that are wild. Like, no, not that wild. Oh, goodness gracious. Whoa. Not that crazy. You can't just lose your mind on me. Like, what in the world? That's a mind loss right there. Like, I was trying to see if I can't match the lipstick. But you see, the thing with lipsticks is, if you just stick to, like, you know, the basics, like pink, red, orange, you're cool. The moment you start to, like, tarry into blue, boulevard, and all that stuff, that's when stuff becomes a little shady looking. Why is this sheer escaping my lips? If I make it less intense, what's up? That is a nudish lipstick, and I think we like nudish. Why? Because we've got this whole, like, this color on my eyes is making me a little bit uneasy with any kind of lip color that has any color at all in it. Oh, that's an orangish lip. I promise you it is orangish, but it's like super down there at the bottom. And so because it's like super down there at the bottom, you don't even see it. We're gonna stick with that for now. Okay. Gloss. Do I want gloss? No. Let's go back to sheer. Alrighty, cool beans and bananas. Where were we? Eyeshadow. And that's the like wild eyeshadow. So now I feel as if the lip color works, right? The lip color works with that mix. That's the one that was low-key kind of cray-cray, and I was like, I'm trying to stick with it, but no, we're not. We're happy with that olivey, the darker olive. That's what's good. Cool beans and bananas. Get out, get the step in. Alrighty, that's eyeshadow. And then brows. No, we are not doing brows because then they're gonna bounce off. I'll show you what I mean. So that's like I applied a brow, and when I do that, look at what happens. Like, I just look crazy. So we're not adding brows. We'll stick with my original, even though my brows currently have their grade because of my sunscreen. Anyway, whatever, cool. Whatever, I don't have manners. I'm in the tribulation. My own little tribulation. Eye color. I like eye color. I like changing it up. So eye color, let's choose this for a shape. No, we're not going blue because then we look crazy. Let's go for like a brown. Oh, look at that. Look at it. Does eye color have parameters or what? Like it just kind of stays there? Am I cool with that eye color? Am I good? That's a grayish. I promise you that I just chose brown, but like it's not browning. A little bit of brown. Let me think. Am I sticking with this? All of a sudden I'm thinking that the what do you call this thing? Baibizang. The foundation, like I feel like now that I've added the eye color is just going wild and crazy on me. But I think we're gonna keep the eye color. What's that? We're gonna keep that eye color. Yeah, Mara, when it falls off, I'm gonna look like a mad woman. It's raining, or at least attempting to outside. Oh, look. I look lazy eye. Lazy eye. That's what's good. Are we keeping that eye color? I'm keeping it. That's what's up. Okay. We're keeping the eye color. Contour. No, we're not contouring. Like I always look crazy when I try to contour. Hey, that's a contour. I promise you that's a contour. I don't even know what changed. Let's go nothing. And then let's go contour. Something did change, I promise. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4. It darkened around here. Anyway, whatever. I think we're keeping that contour. Okay. Highlights. That's what makes people look crazy. Like, super crazy. Why does anybody like this stuff? Why does anybody highlight? Guys, highlighting looks silly. I'm sorry, it really does. Okay, so we're not highlighting at all. We're not even gonna try. We're not even, like, it's just, it does not work. I don't like highlighting. It makes women look silly. It makes them look super silly and sharp. Like, really sharp. Like, whoa, like, look at, you know what I mean? Like, whoo, wow. Okay, no, we're not doing highlights. Highlights are the only thing that I left out. So that's my overall look. I'm not going to show you the original because then I would have to like undo everything, and we're not undoing it. Just go to the very beginning of this video. This is the end of makeup. Hair, we're leaving it because it is what it is. Like, that's just, my hair looks like that. Like, just take it. Take it, you take it. I mean, what could totally be done with hair here? It could only be dyed, really. That's the only thing. Like, yeah, that's what could be done with hair. But it doesn't really work when you've got natural hair like this. If you're wearing a wig, this app might just work out for you. Besides, I'm really very happy with the color of my hair. As black as it is. We are cool. Alrighty, cool. I'm wearing makeup. But I gotta make sure that I'm facing the camera. Because if I, like, change, look at all that falling off. Let's just look at the eye over there. This application is like problematic that way, whereas with CapCut it doesn't do that. So we're just gonna have to keep on looking at you. That's what I'm wearing. You can see it falling off. Restore to me, please. Just restore. Yeah, that's the makeup. Hey, killed it. Yeah, if you're not out yet, like proper, this is me trying to lay my edges. It's not gonna work. Like, you can't put on a face beat and then not do your hair. Well, I mean, that's just the way that my hair is, y'all. Like, please, let's deal. Let's take it. Let's just take it. I can only turn at like a 30-degree angle. Maybe even like 45, but definitely not 90, because then like murder, she wrote. That's what's good. Okay, cool. Right. I'm rocking makeup. So we won't be needing to use CapCut. It is so hot. It is so boiling. It is so scorching. I am grateful even for this sheer. Bachung, if I do this, is this makeup gonna keep falling off? I have to like look straight at the camera and talk in a way that does not shift or gesture too much, because then I'm gonna look like I have a lazy eye when this falls down or whatever. And that's why I guess I prefer to use CapCut, because it doesn't give me any such issues. But yeah, whatever. It is what it is. That's the makeup. I just need to make sure that I don't gesture like silly for too long. Listen up. Thankfully, this camera does not mess up like a whole bunch. In the sense that it does not, it's not glitchy, it's not old, it's not a, one of those, if you know what I mean. Is this right, guys? Is this right? Is this foundation right? Look, I don't care. Well, no, actually, I do care. I do care about how I look. It's important to be presentable. But, like, at this point, I just feel as if though we've done enough. Alright. Let me, improve the lighting a little. Where shall I go? Not like, what's happening, Lana? Why won't... Why is my hair changing color now? That was not an intention, even in the slightest. I was not trying to do that. I was not trying to do that. Oh yeah, there it is. Just increase the color. Not color, the lighting, ever so slightly. Guys, I love the way that this is shining. Look at that. My theme. My tragus. Like, it's not a tragus. Sorry, what my conch piercing is looking so good right now. Okay, righto. The Lord God Almighty, when you get born again, y'all, he does a whole makeover on you. Just like I got one. Even with like new eye color. I might have even gotten new hair color. If at all I was wearing a wig, I would have shown you what that looks like. But like, you come out of the world and enter into heaven, and all of a sudden you have this like amazing face beat, if you know what I mean. All of a sudden you've got this like cray amazing face beat that makes you look lovely. You see this here does not want me to turn left or right or whatever. It's super sensitive in comparison to CapCut, so let me just face forward. That's what's good. But what here I just did, this whole makeup application process, if you have not gone through it, human individuals, you're not born again. You are not born again. If you're not walking around with like contoured faces and shining lips, bronzer all up in your grill, you're not saved. If you don't get a makeover, and an extreme one at that, hawapoloswa, you are not born again. And I will say this over and over again, because absent of being born again, you don't get to go to heaven. You don't get to go to heaven. Today I went to the Chinatown to go and get supplies, because you know I go like once a month, and I tend to go in the middle of the once the month has already commenced, like on the 7th of Jan right now is today, and I usually go on weekends because during the week it just does not work out for me. And when you're in that place, you're tempted to buy stuff you don't need, especially considering it gets real cheap sometimes. Yeah, this eye is gonna keep on falling off and being all lazy every so often, but understand, it's an app. Okay, yeah, no, you are tempted to just buy things because they're cheap. And just run with them. But once you have tested something, once it worked for you, you know you should then on that date just kind of stick with it. There was a time when I was breaking out into a new pimple almost every morning. There would be something new. My face was covered in acne. I had what they would call a pizza face. I'm gonna look to the right-ish now, and so obviously this makeup is gonna fall off, but like what you're looking at over here is fading hyperpigmentation, dark spots, and it looks a lot better even on this side. Okay, I have conquered acne, and all that is left for me to finish doing now is to just remove the post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, and that's taken a little bit of a minute to finish the process. Okay, however, before I got there, I struggled, I cried, I wept, and I mourned. So basically 3 types of crying. I did it all, and it like nothing was giving. Nothing was giving. I wanted desperately to get off benzoyl peroxide and be put on something that was going to enable me to conquer acne as well as combat aging, because I am 39 at the end of the day, so I cannot not have an anti-aging regimen going for myself. So given that the treatment that I was using for my skin, I believe, ages, because I noticed that it made my pores yawn, benzoyl peroxide, it also does not work with literally almost every other active in the market. Benzoyl peroxide is an enemy of almost every active in the market. The only thing that it works with is different. Otherwise, retinol, it does like it degenerates it, like its integrity, its cellular or molecular integrity, whatever the word for it might be, is messed up. It oxidizes vitamin C. It just does stuff. It can't work with salicylic, proper. There are all these other actives on the market that you can identify. Benzoyl peroxide does not work with them. And if at all you want to get all the benefits of anti-aging products on the market, you have got to put aside benzoyl peroxide. You literally have to throw it away. And however, benzoyl peroxide was working on my acne, but it definitely was not working on my aging. So I had to find a combination. Getting off benzoyl peroxide caused me to break out violently, because I was kind of dependent on it like a drug. I was dependent on it to keep acne at bay. I've got adult acne, and it's just there. It appears it's not going anywhere. It's just my problem now. I never used to have acne as a teenager, not that much anyway. I had the occasional spot here and there, but really, largely my skin throughout my youth was clear. And here it is now that I'm like all older. I've got this adult acne, and I don't know what's going on there. But the thing that has dealt with my adult acne, I blame the pill. The pill. Once I got off the pill, I started breaking out into acne. So I got myself, basically, my hormones were regulated or were controlled by a pill for years. And then I got off the pill, and then boom, and I just never have bounced back ever since then. But I'm older now. I'm older. I'm 39, turning 40 in August of 2024. Alright, I was born in 1984. That's what's good. And being older, I could not just let myself go, especially considering I'm not married yet. I don't have children, I have nothing. I'm looking forward to the rapture. However, should that not happen, I still gotta be viable for somebody to be like, hi, Karabo, wanna talk, type thing. So I can't just let myself go. I can't let everything melt. I can't let everything hang. I can't let myself just disappear like what do you call this? Like ice cream cake that has been left outside in the sun. I just could not let that happen, right? So I then embarked on a journey to find the right skincare for myself, and it's been a lengthy one. And while I prospered to close pores, while I prospered to, I guess, rejuvenate skin and all that jazz, I was not quite prospering to get rid of acne. And finally, I have happened upon a routine that gives me everything I need. Anti-aging as well as acne management type thing. To like, for me, the best acne management protocol that anybody can ever innovate under heaven is one that makes sure that you are clear of acne even around your period, because that one pimple that you get around your period is enough to give you hyperpigmentation for weeks to come. So you want to combat it all together. And I was not satisfied to merely just settle with skincare that is going to work for 3 weeks in a month except for one, and then I'm going to have to just take in my stride that every so often I'm walking around with spots on my face that will never ever leave, because I will always get new acne around my period. I wanted something that was just going to deal with my acne even around my period. And right now I've just come off my period. Just come off as in like I'm maybe a day and a half since my last day, and no new acne. That for me is the best protocol under heaven. You don't get pimples all month long, even on your period. Yeah, I got that right after trial and error. I did a video where I was explaining that whole routine regimen. You can search it in my content and find it if at all you're interested in dealing with anti-aging as well as acne all at the same time, if those are all your issues. And if you also, like me, want to get off products that do more harm than good, frankly, I would imagine, like benzoyl peroxide for older people. I keep saying benzoyl peroxide is ideal for kids. Like if you're a teenager, by all means, where if your collagen production is still basically up there with the rest of them before you start declining from the age of 25, you can carry on with benzoyl peroxide. But as soon as you turn 26, 27, like I would implore everybody to get off benzoyl peroxide the moment they turn 26, because it will age you. It happened with me. I had to reverse the effects of what benzoyl peroxide did with me on my face, panicking like no man's business. I was able to successfully bring everything back in. For me, it was just a yawning pores, the thinning of my skin and the texture. I just looked dull. Yeah, type establishment thing. But I had no acne. But for me, that was not enough. Like, I ain't got no husband. I'm trying to stay attractive. Is that basic? Yeah. I found a protocol. I found a regime, and it works. And as much as it works, I am a junkie for products. I am thankfully impoverished. Because if I was not impoverished, I promise you, my bathroom cabinet and my bedroom's like cosmetics storage cabinet would be teeming at the folds with products I use for 5 seconds and then put down because I read a label and I saw a sparkly, beautiful looking product in a bottle that had a gold cap, and I took it off the store shelf and just ran with it. That's how I am. I'm a shopaholic like my mom. So poverty has helped me overcome an addiction. Like, you will conquer addictions when you ain't got no money for no drugs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And for me, random silly product was always my drug. I always bought new things. I was always just experimenting with stuff that I like. Unfinished bottles of product were always in my possession because I never ever finished anything. But when you're poverty stricken, you come up with a way to basically keep yourself in a bunch to make sure that nothing goes out of shape. And if it works, you stick to it. You don't experiment. And so therefore, I am grateful frankly, for my poverty to a certain extent, because it has helped me find what works and stick to it. It has helped me find what works and stick to it instead of experimenting all over the show, seeing as I'm a product junkie under normal circumstances when life is not crap. Yeah, that's what's good. And so being this product junkie, every so often when I find really cheap stuff, because I am also over and above suffering, of course I've been made price sensitive. So when things are cheap, however, they are really excellent in terms of their label, descriptions, labels, I read labels, whatnot. I sometimes just want to buy it because it's like, but like it has all these things that I need, no, or that I want, or it's gonna make life so good, or oh, what if it's gonna make it better? But for me, it's like, Karabo, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. What are you trying to improve? Nah, come on, let's just talk about that. What are you trying to improve? You want to improve texture on the face. You have something that's dealing with that. You've got your retinol, you've got your vitamin C. You have got acne treatment that's helping you along. You've got hyaluronic acid. You've got all that stuff. Like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Your skin is sensitive. Your skin is acne prone. Your skin gives you problems. You got those issues that you never used to have. You can't afford a dermatologist. You have banked something. You have mastered something. You have pioneered something. And it's working. It's anti-aging, and it has eradicated acne to a point where you're not getting acne anymore, even around your period. So essentially, wenzan, your sunscreen, it gives you a white cast, you want to change it out. Wubani, because you've seen the benefits. It's working for you. There are things that are working for you. So, I mean, in the future, that sunscreen, I have an intention to add pigment to it. Like, as in, what do you call this? What do you, like a non-comedogenic foundation or a non-comedogenic face dye. I don't know, like something that's gonna, like, that I'm gonna mix that sunscreen with that's brown in color so as to eradicate the white cast. Because it works so well with my ingredients that I can't just change it up for another sunscreen. While I might be able to find a sunscreen that does not give me a white cast that does all of these things for me, it's gonna enter me into yet another era of trial and error. It's gonna enter me into another era of trial and error, and we don't want that. So I have literally plans in the future to dye my sunscreen, to add a tint to it using like some black girl foundation or concealer or something, and just mix it with my sunscreen so as to give it a tint. Yeah, you get my point, guys. Like a powder that's going to make it less white casty, so I can in the future use it out there in the wilderness as I'm flying like a bird. Should the Lord give me an opportunity to fly like a bird, given that I have all these desires to fly like a bird. However, if I cannot fly like a bird, I will have had the perfect sunscreen that made me look good in the run-up to getting raptured. That's what's good. I don't know what I'm planning for. All I know is that I can't let myself go, lest it should be a future right here on earth that I'm planning for. So I have got all my contingencies in place. Should I get raptured, I will have gone to heaven looking great. Should I not get raptured, I will be, like Rebecca, basically going about my father's business, and ultimately Isaac will find me. It's that basic, and I'm not trying to have anybody find me with me looking anything less than what it is that I desire to look like on the day of my wedding. That's what's good. I'm 39 years old, so apparently that ship has sailed, and frankly I also believe it has sailed, but we don't know what God is doing. All I know is that there are things that I'm being communicated to that suggest rather that we are leaning towards the rapture. But despite leaning towards the rapture, I can't just let myself go, because we don't know what out here in these streets is going to suffice. Okay, for real, for certain, because only the Lord knows the day or the hour. So therefore, in the run-up to do better, you know what I mean? Yeah, fill the earth, occupy it. If you have found what works for you, stick to it. If you have discovered what works for you, just don't change the regimen. Don't change the protocol. Don't mix the itinerary. Do not swap out a product with another one. Do not experiment, because there are so many products on the market and so many people trying to make money off you, and there are also so many things that work and so many things that don't, that frankly, if it works for you, just hang 10. If it works for you, just hang 10. Don't change things. You are at least guaranteed. You know what under heaven is going to happen tomorrow. Focus on other things. Focus on other things. Yeah. Like, yeah, right now I'm trying to, guys, like, if it works, don't, what, yo, if it ain't broke, do not fix it. I can't say that enough. Like, I have found a regimen. The only thing that is outstanding in my little routine is a body wash, because I'm not satisfied with the fact that I wash my body with regular soap. But that's only because life is expensive. And so because life is expensive and I don't have money, I can't afford to buy the proper scrub for my body that does not strip me of all of the moisture. But I've got such a boss body moisturizer that even now, as I feel my skin It's like smooth. It's, yo, over time it's looking better and better. It is an anti-aging, I would imagine, body butter that I've made. I made it in front of you guys. Again, you'd have to check out my older content to find all of these things, right? And this body butter, I apply it immediately after getting out of the shower, and it keeps me nicely moisturized pretty much all day long. It's like got that fire going down. Nothing of mine is broken. All I need is just a, what do you call this? Like a low intensity body scrub, like something that's, you know how for the face there are non-foaming cleansers? Yeah, non-foaming cleansers that don't have SLS in it, sodium lauryl sulfate, basically something that's very, very heavily stripping for the face. Yeah, I have, they call them gentle cleansers. I have subscribed now to gentle cleansers, and I found that they work a wonderful miracle. So I will never ever go back to a foaming cleanser. I will never ever go back to a soap cleanser in my life, because I have discovered the power of non-foaming cleansers. I want a non-foaming cleanser for my body too. But I mean, that's the kind of stuff that could probably break bank, wreak a whole bunch of like, what do you call this, financial havoc, and I don't have that money. So for now, my body cleansing methods are neglected. However, there's a future that I'm looking forward to where I intend to purchase a non-foaming body cleanser so as to take care of my body the same way that I'm taking care of my face. But in terms of what I moisturize my body with, it's doing me wonders. That's what I'm getting at. If it works, do not change it. What is the point? Because you have discovered that it works. Okay, I'm not breaking out into acne anymore. So all this hyperpigmentation is inevitably going to fade, like completely. It's no longer going to be slightly red in certain places and slightly brown in certain places. There's going to come a time when everything is nice and clear, like his Pongosam type setup thing. And I'm looking forward to that day, and I'm going towards that day patiently, trusting that it's going to come, because I'm not getting any new acne. That day is inevitably going to come. With also the interventions that I'm using, there's quite a lot of niacinamide in quite a lot of my products, alongside kojic acid and vitamin C. I have got tyrosinase inhibitors in my routine, and so I will ultimately sloth away at all of these dark spots in a shorter space of time than I would have if I just kind of left it alone, because I have found something that works. I have found a routine that works. So today I was at the Chai, right? Basically purchasing that which has displayed itself as what works. I was there to go and get myself a box of Grandpa, because every so often I get demonically attacked, so I need something for my headaches if I get them. I went there to go and grab product that I tampons, right? I still had some hyaluronic acid, vitamin C, and the retinol. I still had have a lot of it, to the point of being able to get to the end of the month. Oh, I wanted to also get Omni Gold, or white gold, basically this product that has kojic acid in it that I use for 2 weeks of the month, and in the other 2 weeks I don't use it, because if you just keep using it, you're going to end up looking like Kangin Bao. I said that. I don't want to change my skin tone. I want the benefits of that, the brightening benefits of that, but without becoming a yellow bone. You get my point? Yeah, type establishment thing. So I was going to go and grab all of those things, and because last month I made a decision to mix up my ingredients in such a way so as to make a little go a long way in terms of what I ingest. Like, there is this drink that I drink every morning that helps with everything that I need help with in terms of feeding my body and nourishing it, and it's about this hair, this mane, this tuft over here, this out here establishment, this crown on top of my head right now. Yeah, this little baby. I eat for it, I drink for it, I consume for it. That's what you must understand. I ingest for it, and so there are certain things that I must always have all up in my stash. I literally ingest star anise, I ingest cloves, I ingest all the ingredients that everybody's like, do this for your hair. I ingest them as well. I ingest linseed, I make a drink called a ladu drink. I spoke about it the other day, and the ingredients in it, again, I have done a video. I'm not rapping on. Anti-inflammatory drinks as well, for all different kinds of things that benefit my body. But I want my hair to be perpetually nourished. I eat for my hair. I eat for my skin and for my hair. But especially for my hair, because I want this tuft over there to grow. I not only eat for my hair, but I also nourish my hair with the very same things that I eat. So, like I said, I put linseed in my hair. I put star anise in my hair. I put cloves in my hair. I put linseed in my hair. I put moringa in my hair and in my body. I put fenugreek in my hair and in my body. I put, all these things. Consumption inwardly as well as topically. Do I have product that I have made that I use in that regard? That's why my hair is nicely thick the way that it is. It's rich, and it's also very, very thick. It has not always been like this because that's what I'm doing. So I was at this Chinatown, and given that the way that I make my drinks, I make a little go a long way. I buy all these ingredients at discount. I buy the moringa, I buy the chia seeds, I buy the linseed, I buy the ginger, I buy the whatnot, and then I mix them in a way so as to put them in a big fat jar that I can just have a teaspoon of in my coffee in the mornings, and I can also make a shake that I make that I drink every single morning. Bitter aloe is also in there. And if at all I'm working out, on days when I'm working out, I also have it in the evening. Alright, so I have that drink either once or twice a day, depending on whether I'm exercising. The makeup just fell off over there. My sister girl gotta blow her nose if she gotta blow her nose if she gotta blow her nose. I'm not just gonna stand here and let snot crust in my nose with me knowing that that's what's going on. That's just gross. Okay, anyway, whatever. Yeah. Because I make a little go a long way. Once I have mixed my ingredients together, like last month, I purchased all of my ingredients. Okay, I purchased them and I mixed them up in a way so as to last me longer. And I still have a whole bunch, and I anticipate I will have this whole bunch still at the end of this coming month, basically at the end of Jan, and I will likely also at the end of February still have some, such that I will have to only replenish again March, end of March. That's what I do, because I only have like half a teaspoon of each of these things a day in my coffee, and once a week I make like 6, well, I broke a bottle, but like 5 bottles now of this one drink that, like I said, when I'm exercising I have 2 a day, but if I'm not exercising I have 1 a day. It's like some kind of a protein shake, and then I eat the fruit and what have you, making sure that I consume for my hair and I consume for my face, I consume for my body. Yeah, you get my point. I gotta keep myself healthy. Yo, mina nyezulwini. But I could also be going into the future and sunset with somebody. I'm just saying. So I'm not trying to be letting anything go. That's what's good. Anywho, anyhow, due to having made that concoction, that combo thing that I make, that drink, those powders that I mix together, like, yeah, crushing in like ginger leaves, like whatnot, blah blah, fenugreek. Yeah, I have 3 jars that have all the stuff in it. Cocoa, rosemary, the same ingredients of which when I want to make a hair tonic, I just grab some spoons, put them in there, let them hang overnight, and then I mix it with my moisturizer and I put it in as a moisturizer that is a leave-in. That's why my hair be doing all this. That's what I'm getting at, right? Okay, cool beans and bananas. So all of that stuff is around. It's available, it's chilling, it's hanging out, it's just relaxing, and it's not gonna get depleted any minute now. So I had basically what would be the 10 amount of spare change. Plus somebody helped me, boosted me along with $250 this month, and so I had that also as surplus. And when you've got, I know guys, like I've got such little amounts of money that I bet it's shocking for some of y'all, yet a little goes a long way. Like I done made myself look like this on nothing. On nothing, barely anything, scraping by, because I have a holy father in the sky that has my back, and he also gave me a face beat. And if y'all don't want the face beat, you don't gotta get it, but I'm encouraging you greatly to get one, because absent of repenting, you also go to hell over and above being left alone in these streets to just fall apart, while purchasing every product on the market. Like my mom is a sucker for, I took after her that way, in the sense that I'm also a shopaholic, but just like her back in the day, I used to also buy based on price. I used to purchase based on price. I used to buy things, if at all it was expensive, I would be like, this must definitely mean quality. Poverty has made me read labels, and poverty has made me basically experiment with that which I would never have touched back when I still had a job. And it has made me find some pretty incredible gems out there in the market. And my mom is still like me, because she's never endured this level of hardship in her life. And so she is out here replenishing product or buying product based on the fact that it's L'Oreal or Olay or Garnier, or you get my point. And they're expensive. They run well into the hundreds, and even bordering on being $1,000 type thing, the products that she's purchasing. And she imagines that because of the price that she is paying, this must therefore mean that this is a high quality product. And while in some instances it is true, it could be a high quality product, there are, however, products out there that are made by entry level dermatologists and co, that are just trying the market out, and because nobody knows them, their prices are low. Not because the quality of the product is low, but because no one knows them. Yet or people have, or they are yet to crack into and past a particular market, their prices are therefore still relatively affordable. And that's how I shop now. It never used to be like that back in the day. I've been made price sensitive, and that price sensitivity has made me discover gems in the market. That's what I'm getting at, okay? And my mom, the first time that I took her to go shopping for all of the things that she needs, I chose products for her, but then they discontinued this one hyaluronic acid and this one, not hyaluronic acid, sorry, but this one retinol and this one vitamin C combo. Yeah, Dr. Ashal. And because they discontinued it, I changed my retinol and I changed my vitamin C. Cheap products, right? The retinol, the vitamin C that I got is like a little combo that also has niacinamide in it, and it's a spray, while the not hyaluronic acid, sorry, but the retinol that I've got is a complex that also has peptides in it. It's got collagen protein peptides in it, niacinamide and retinol, so it's basically like a 3-in-1. And my mother ought to have moved that too. She ought to have moved to that as well. But instead she purchased some hard knock ridiculously expensive retinol, yeah, L'Oreal. And I don't know how good the retinol, yeah, L'Oreal is. I can't basically claim to know, but it also has like a plumper and it's mixed. It's a retinol that has some plumping ingredients in it too, right? And it could be good. I don't know, but it is a repetitive purchase that costs several hundreds of rands every single month or second month. And my mother is about to enter into retirement, and it's things like these that make me be like, I've even taught you how to buy stuff like retinol in the first place, but you're not trying to take me with in order to help you purchase a product based on its efficacy and not so much on its price or on the brand, because you're in and of yourself about to enter into a drought. And when you enter into a drought, or at least not as the waters that you are going to be swimming in are not going to be as breaking banks and what have you as they presently are. And so for those reasons, you need to be able to be conservative in terms of your financial purchases of today, because they're not going to last. You're not going to be able to continue to buy this, like, or at least not with any level of ease. Are you going to be able to continue to buy this as after you have retired? But let's see what under heaven happens here. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But like I said, they did discontinue it, so it's not like she just went and changed up a routine or a regime because of the fact that she was just being experimental. But she definitely was. When I looked into a little purse today of cosmetics, she had experimented with another hyaluronic acid over and above the one that I recommended to her, yeah, Dr. Ashal, that is still in the market, is still being sold and what have you. She went and bought yet another one just because it was just there and promising her excellent results, not knowing what under heaven it is really truly going to do, because she's not even isolating those variables, precisely because she does not respect very much the low income life that I have, because she's not yet in it. And without respecting it, she is going to find herself in a position where she's now going to have to enter into a whole trial and error mode that I entered into, when she could, while she's in days of plenty right now, solidify a regimen that works, that is low income, that she, or rather low price, you get my point, so that she can be able to maintain it as a retiree. I have been put into forced retirement, and I'm trying to put myself back in the market by any means necessary to do whatever I need to do to basically break past this rubbish. And in so attempting to get out of this, I am being chock-a-blocked and I'm being prevented and I am being harassed by just about anything and everyone that I'm trying to leave behind, because the very same people identify something that worked for them. Just like my mother, they identified something that worked for them. It was not broken, yet they fixed it. They found things that worked for them, and then they decided that they're gonna tweak it up. Like what under heaven it is that I almost did today. My mom has all the money in the world. Well, of course not. You get my point. She has more than me. She's okay. She is financially all right. And she tweaked up her regimen. She tweaked it up because she's a shopaholic like me. Walked into a store, saw something and bought it. Saw a product and bought it. I was blocked from making the same decision that my mother made by difficulty, first of all, to be able to easily make such decisions, and secondly, memory of where I've come from. Memory of my strides, memory of what under heaven it is that I have suffered to get to a point of finally being like, all that's left is for the hyperpigmentation to fade. I come from a place of acne. Maybe it wasn't cystic, so thank God for that. Thankfully it wasn't cystic, but I had acne that was visible to you guys no matter what I did, and you would every so often see a brand spanking new thing all up in my grill. Now when I'm facing just the front without looking to the side, I don't even look like I had an issue. You only notice that I had an issue when I look to the side, and when I look to the side, and even then this side is clearing like beautifully. Do you understand? Faster than this side. I got there through trial and error, and the pain and the sweat and the blood that I had to go through to get here has made me that much more cautious. I always err on the side of caution, precisely because of where I come from. Where I come from is now making me a lot more responsible. The Lord trains people up in fortitude, that they might not be maverick spenders of their souls. He trains us up with sorrow so that we do not partake in maverick spend for our souls. When I was at the China today, I stayed there for a lot longer. When I left the house, I had told myself it's an in and out because I knew exactly what I needed to get to and then come back. I had surplus cash because my edible ingredients are all here except for cinnamon. So I could basically spend all that little money that I had at the Chinatown with their ridiculous prices that are so low. And I spent so long. I left here, like I said, just telling myself it's in and out, to a point where like I drink a lot of water and I loathe the prospect of using public bathrooms. So when I go out, I try to be back in time to use the bathroom again. And here it is that I was wasting all my time at the China. Do you understand? Just walking up and down the aisle, looking at products and looking at their prices and perusing what can I possibly get? What else do I need? What else do I need? The only thing that I want to change out of my routine is the toner, because I'm not happy with it. I'm not satisfied with it. I don't know why there should be sodium lauryl sulfate in a toner. I've got a toner that's got that in it. It's like it's soapy and it's a toner, and I don't understand why it's got that in its ingredients list. So for those reasons, I've been wanting to change out my toner. So the only thing that I was looking for now was a toner that would be also moisturizing, hydrating, because now I am so pro, like anything that is moisturizing, I'm running for it now. There was a time when I used to dry out my skin like no man's business because I thought that that's what you needed to do in order to maintain good skin, like astringent toners that are very harsh and high in alcohol content and whatnot. I used to use stuff like that, but now I'm all for like moisturizing toners because I realize, one, I'm older, and secondly, the lack of moisturization is not necessarily the guarantee of no acne. If anything, quite the contrary. So I'm learning stuff. So I wanted a moisturizing toner. That was the only thing that I was going to be switching up or changing up in my routine type establishment thing, because I don't like that particular toner type thing. Yeah, that's what's good. And I was looking for a toner. I didn't find a toner, at least not yet. I ultimately settled for micellar water, some Pond's micellar water that has got anti-aging properties and moisturizing properties in it. Okay, and I'm gonna use that as a toner, like a first step in my whole skincare process while changing out the other one. Okay, you guys know that Pond's micellar water with pomegranate and vitamin E, right? Yeah, I got that, as well as a pomegranate gel. So the two of them are going to operate as a toner, because the micellar water for the better part is used as a, what do you call this, a makeup remover. So I did not want something that's just going to strip me of moisture and then leave me sort of kind of low-key dry before I then apply my serum. I wanted something that is going to leave my skin damp, because I wanted that, and a gel for me was the thing. So I got the pomegranate micellar water, the pomegranate and vitamin E micellar water Pond's, alongside some pomegranate and some pomegranate gel for anti-aging. It's like a, oh goodness, should I, oh, the plastic is right here, 1 minute. Seeing as these are new, I will show you. Oh, by the way, when I say gentle cleansers, this is what I'm talking about, like a cleanser that does not have doesn't foam, it doesn't soap up or whatever. I sort of kind of swear by the Cell Tone cleanser, but also the one, yeah, I used it because my little sister didn't want to use the one that my mom bought her, yeah, Eucerin, but I can't afford to keep buying that Eucerin hyaluron filler toner, like I can't, not toner, getting a cleanser. So that's gonna go out the window, out the door. But I just want to show you what I did get. Okay, what did I do with that micellar water? Sorry, I apologize. This is what I was talking about. I got this Pond's, what is it called? Pond's Age Miracle Micellar Water with pomegranate and vitamin E. That's what it looks like. You would know what it is. And I intend to use this as a toner. Okay, I've been mixing it up. Not mixing it up, but I shook it and whatnot. That's what it looks like. And I got this for, I think it was 75 bucks or something. I don't know, whatever. At that place, like everything is just like super ridiculously marked down at that place. I'm gonna use this as a toner and then mix it together with this because this, what is this? This is it's Dispose red pomegranate gel to shrink pores, anti-aging, moisturizing, and brightening. I want something moisturizing for toning, like the first step in my skincare. So I'm going to be using these two together. That's the only thing that has changed. Everything else has stayed the same. My face wash is the same. Maybe one day I will again, you guys, maybe tell you what my process, my routine is. But I'm trying to make a different point here instead of just showing you what it is that I have achieved in this season. Bottom line is, the success that I have gained is because the Lord has led me and He has given me that which is not broken, so why try to fix it? When I was there, I kept on walking, pacing up and down, looking for a toner. Couldn't find a toner. Ultimately settled for the micellar water. But before then, I was thoroughly just trying to buy a new moisturizer. I even tried to like see if maybe I shouldn't purchase benzoyl peroxide again, but like a benzoyl peroxide face wash this time instead of a moisturizer, right? Instead of a cream. Because then if I told myself that, then if, okay, I'm going to be needing to do some edits here in the background. Because then if at all, I use it as a face wash, it's probably going to be washed off my face by the time I then put the vitamin C on. But then the Holy Spirit told me, Karabo, no. You have a process that works. Benzoyl peroxide has worked for you in the past before, but you literally asked me to get you off benzoyl peroxide, and now you're off it just because you have found a 10% cheap benzoyl peroxide face wash. Doesn't mean you should buy it, because at the end of the day, have I not enabled you to get a process for your skin that works? And I was like, I guess you did. And then he was like, so Manja, why are you trying to buy a new thing? So I had to walk past it. I walked past the benzoyl peroxide. I walked past so many things that I wanted to get because I was just like, but it's so cheap, but it's so cheap, but it's so cheap. I was in the skincare section where it is that I was actually looking for something to purchase. And then I was convicted to just Karabo, you've got a skincare that works. Your acne is fading. Your hyperpigmentation is fading. Your acne has faded. It's gone. Now you're left with hyperpigmentation. Your skin is clearing. You're seeing differences. You can see visible differences, like even in the car mirror. You know that mirror that you used to see? It's called a rear view mirror. Yeah. Even your rear view mirror, you know, in the car, as you're adjusting it, you can see with the sun coming in, so in natural lighting, essentially, that there is a massive difference from the last time you were driving your car. Because you know, y'all know that I drive out like once a month or something, like, but I don't go nowhere. I don't go anywhere. And the Lord was like, you can see a difference like every single month when you get into your car to go to these faraway places, and you look in your rear view mirror, you look in your side mirror, there are improvements in your skin in a way that you can see when the sun is coming in natural lighting. Gunama improvements. And when you have that for a blessedness, when you have that gawking at you, why are you changing it up? I mean, like, what's the reason exactly? What is the purpose of this? There is no purpose for it. So walk away. So I was like, okay, fine. You know, I see that I am being somewhat irresponsible, but then I did not leave the store. And as I was chilling in there, I was starting to need to use the bathroom now, but I don't want to use public bathrooms, and that was not even enough to tell me get out, because you've got everything you need. You came here to collect certain things. If anything, you should be in that section over there where you're going to go and grab a box of tampons. You should be there to go and grab it, grandpa, and then get out. Like, get out, because you have everything you need at the moment. But nah, Karabo decided to go and take a walk further down the aisle and go somewhere where she never went, just in Jeffela for the sake of spending some money. Yeah, I don't usually go to the hair care section. Why? Because I feel as if though I have mastered hair care. I feel as if though I've mastered hair care. Guys, like, it ain't broke with my hair. With my hair. Like, what I have achieved with this situation on the scalp over here. I have never under heaven had a stylist in my life that achieved it prior to me coming to Christ, and therefore having to take care of my own hair because I was thrown into obscurity. I have never had not a single stylist, not a single YouTuber has ever given me a regime that I ran with that worked. I tweaked it up over the months until ultimately I figured something that works out for me, and I have grown my hair this rich, and it's beautiful. Even as I speak to you right now, guys, my hair is dirty, y'all know that, but like it's still moisturized, like it's soft. The softness of my hair all these weeks without moisturizing it, without even using, what do they call it, a satin and silk. Kisibidisa regular cotton, because you know money, and I can buy skelem, satin and silk. Yeah, I use a regular cotton dugu to sleep in, and my hair is nourished, moisturized like almost 24 hours because of some routine that I have prospered to come up with, and never mind a routine, but a product that I make myself. But nah, Karabo was out here walking to the hair section too. Trying to tweak it up. Look, if it is not broke, do not try to fix it. I'm trying to make a point with this message, all right, where I'm saying, Hore, the Lord called you, the Lord showed you himself, the Lord gave you life, gave you people, all from the time you were a child, that somehow benefited your life in one way or another. And then somewhere along the way, you made a decision that, nah, I need a different toner, I need a different retinol, I need a only clear, like your skin is pumping, you out here glistening in the sun, and then you are like, okay, now I'm gonna change out my vitamin C. Y'all, let me just move to the next part.